Now let me invite Mas Jaliza. Mas, that's your mic.
Thank you very much, Zakia. I'm really excited tonight because at first I thought I went to the wrong forum. I thought this was Parti Socialist Malaysia meeting, but I was wrong. I see so many people in the audience. There's MPs, there's editors, there's managing editors, there's Bar Council President, there's university professors teaching media, there's, all kinds of people and a lot of journalists who are also wearing red, and I think that's a good sign. The last time I see this hall really packed like this and overflowing was when at least 13 journalists got beaten up during Persay. And I think it's a very good indication that, I'm not saying that like from then until now nothing has happened, but if you're talking about media and about people's interest in promoting media freedom, then we know that there's a lot of interest. People are fed up. We know what's been happening. We know what the media coverage during the elections were like for various types of media. CIJ ran a huge media monitoring exercise looking at how different media, at least 28 different media cover the elections, and you can see the ones that rank highly in terms of professionalism, in terms of giving balanced coverage to all the parties involved, to all the political actors that are involved, were actually online media as well as Chinese language media. And I'm really excited because apart from, say, Stephen, and maybe Ronesina or someone like Ronesina, for the first time we have practicing journalists. They may not be from print media, but practicing journalists who are speaking and talking about media freedom in a public forum such as this. It is quite a rare occasion because often, as we know, especially for print media and journalists who work for print media, it is really tough for them to actually publicly state their support for media freedom. Because if they say that, there will be repercussions that happen in the newsroom, as happened in, some of us experienced, those who came from print background, experienced that in the 90s when we gang up together and did all kinds of stuff, including getting 800 at least journalists from the mainstream media to sign a petition to ask for the repeal of the Printing Presses and Publications Act. And you can see in 2013, very little has happened. 2012, the PPPA was amended, and we know the amendments were cosmetic. The Prime Minister actually promised that there'll be huge reforms, transformation, talking about political change, political transformation, social changes happening, making Malaysia the model democracy of the world. And we know, specifically for Printing Presses and Publications Act, the changes were cosmetic. Because just 1 year later, the same law, which supposedly has been amended to make it better, has not changed anything and actually has been used against the heat. The heat is just one example, as mentioned by Fatih just now, in a series of print media that has fallen under this, cengkaman daripada Home Minister dan daripada Prime Minister juga. So we find that very troubling. The licensing is still there. Yes, there is no need to renew the permit every year, but we all know that to say yes to a license, to agree to a license, to revoke a license, to suspend a license indefinitely, it is still at the pleasure of the Home Minister, and that has to change. We know that now, if your media is suspended, etc., you can challenge it in court. That is actually an amendment that was there before. The provision was there before, and then it was amended. Then it was amended recently in 2012 to allow for that. So it's not as if we've taken a step forward, we've actually took a few steps back and then maybe take one step forward. So that's exactly what happened with the changes in 2012. The printing licenses, in order for you to print a publication, you actually need to run a printing press. For that printing press to run, you need a printing license. And who gives that printing license? It is the Home Minister who gives that printing license. So there are so many things that are wrong. Zunar is in the audience somewhere. His book was banned. How was the book banned? That is also under one of the provisions of the Printing Presses and Publications Act. So if we are talking about just doing away with the permit, doing away with the license, that is not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough because it doesn't just cover print media, it also covers books. It also covers anything that we put that is visual, data, photo, posters. We've seen cartoon books being taken away, on the day of the launch, the writer Zunar was arrested, taken to 8 police stations all over town. So we've seen the way with which the Printing Presses and Publications Act has been used not just on print media, but also on other types of publications. So it is time for that law to go, and the time is not, when is the time? Then now, given that there is a lot of support out there. Very quickly, just now, Amba has mentioned about Bersih. At least 13 cases of different kinds of violations on journalists, all the way from, one journalist was actually in hospital. He's here. His jaw had to be rewired. There were journalists whose memory cards were taken, whose cameras were broken, tripods damaged. People were beaten up, kicked, not by one, but by a few journalists. And there's some photos to prove over there. Suhakam has had an inquiry. Suhakam has come up with a report and recommendations in terms of what needs to change. NUJ has, when Amba was in NUJ, they also testified there. Only two out of the at least 13 cases that CIJ has recorded, only 2 policemen were charged in court, and they were actually acquitted because they charged the wrong people. If, say, for example, you say the person who beat me up was a young police, if you are called in for the lineup, according to the journalists who were involved, you are being shown a row of old policemen. So you don't have anyone to choose because these are not the people that probably beat you up. What is wrong here? Where is the accountability of the government to actually say, we believe the media plays a role, there's a very important role it plays, especially in a time like Bersih, where a lot of things are happening, people are being beaten up. Who holds the police accountable? Who holds the government accountable? And that's one of the roles that media plays. It wasn't able to do that. In fact, the right of the journalists to practice their profession professionally were actually violated. And until today, in total impunity. Nothing has been done. Two policemen were charged and therefore acquitted. Earlier I mentioned that I'm really happy that I am in this panel. There are actual media practitioners, there are journalists. To be among them is really humbling. It's very good. It shows the spirit that we have today. We had the Nanyang takeover. Journalists also, banded together to protest against that. We've had Kami, Fatih mentioned earlier. We've had during World Press Freedom Day last year, a group of journalists gathered in front of the Malaysia Kini office at the curb there to also ask for media freedom. And today, we've got a room full of people, some of them wearing fiery red. I thought we should change the Gerakan Media Marah to Gerakan Media Merah. Just to channel the anger, and say we ought to be doing something. So today, I'm really happy that this hall is full, and there are a lot of people who support the challenge and to promote media freedom in Malaysia, and a lot more people who are in media who are actually taking it up. Because I think that was one component that was missing, especially from print media. I think there's been a lot of activism around this, but for journalists to speak up and take up the challenge, that is something that I think is very new and something that ought to be commended and something that we need to nurture. It's not just people who have the right to information and support media freedom, but also there needs to be support of journalists to speak up on this issue and be heard and be flying that flag. Thank you very much.
My time, the pain in the neck was MalaysiaKini.com.
You just work for the Malaysia Kini, Malaysia Kini.
Daripada Malaysia Kini, please leave the hall.
Don't associate me with Malaysia Kini. I get into trouble.